Comrades, good morning, Sanbonani. Let us proceed with episode 3 of Lockdown 4. I want us to speak about ANC policy cul-de-sac. Ukuthi manje i-ANC isifike kwangqingetshe in terms of implementing its policies. Comrades, you will recall that in South Africa we had two theories. First theory is the one of apartheid capitalism, and the second theory is that of colonialism of a special type. In that context, kunabantu abajoyina u-ANC benenkinga nobandlululo, apartheid, which is separate development, bengenayo inkinga ye-capitalism as a system of production. Two, in the relationship between Oliver Tambo and Moses Kotane, the Communist Party, yangempela, developed a paper called Colonialism of a Special Type. Long after Moses Kotane had left us, may his soul rest in peace, and that of Oliver Tambo. Basidevelopela the theory of colonialism of a special type. Esithema sifunda yagcina isifikise la okwakuvumelana khona ukuthi kune white monopoly capital eSouth Africa, meaning kunabantu besilisa abayidlanzana abamhlophe okuyibona abaphethe umnotho wethu, abasebenzisa uhulumeni wobandlululo ukusicindezela bangasivumeli ukuthi sibe ne-access emnothweni wase-South Africa. Ngakho-ke umzabalazo wethu wonke wawukulwisa lawo mandla alabo bantu abamhlophe abaphethe umnotho wethu. As a result, therefore, the African National Congress ithe uma isikhula isithola uxhaso emhlabeni wonke jikelele, kwakhona abantu abathi the soul of the ANC must keep it alive ukuze i-ANC ingalahlekelwa i-funding from international corporate firms and ingalahlekelwa i-fundings from ama-corporate firms ase-South Africa. Kube khona futhi abantu abathi i-ANC ayingalahlekelwa uxhaso oluphuma kumazwe ama-socialist countries of Eastern Europe at the time. So this then resulted in what we call, the struggle for the soul of the ANC, which had then resulted in the battle of ideas. Comrades, this is what we used to discuss in Kampini, the ideological scale of the ANC if sibonakala. In privileged discussions no Babu Tambo, Angola, we had questions. Some imbuza sibuza saba, imbuzo sasibuza nje. Kodwa ke Oliver Tambo will rest assure us ukuthi akekho umuntu ozoboshwa la mase hambile ngoba sibuza imibuzo. We were asking those questions because we were in the forefront of the struggle, in the sharp end of the struggle. Ithina sasoboshwa, ithina sasonqunywa, futhi ithina sasofa in the battlefield. So we had to ask questions. In the process of those questions, Oliver Tambo expressed himself in a manner that he said something to this effect. The ideological scale of the ANC must never be allowed to tilt to the either side. In other words, the ANC must never be allowed to fall on the left because it will be a socialist organization. It must not be allowed to tilt to the right because it will be a capitalist organization. And therefore, the leadership of the ANC must always try and balance ideological battles in the ANC. If the Communist Party wishes to implement an ideology in South Africa or a socialist agenda in South Africa, the Communist Party must put that into test kubantu basekhaya, and abantu basekhaya will decide whether they want a socialist agenda. He did not say any other political party that wishes to implement a capitalist agenda, EYP, and how is it gonna implement that capitalist agenda, comrades? Because in South Africa we had apartheid capitalism, and we were fighting to destroy apartheid, and some comrades were prepared to destroy apartheid capitalism. Amongst us, there are those who joined the ANC to destroy apartheid, not capitalism, because they are comfortable in their own right with capitalism as a system of production. So akungasithusike namhlanje ukuthi masiya kuma conferences of the ANC, the struggle for the soul of the ANC reflects itself in all the successive conferences of the ANC, and therefore Polokwane was a highlight of the struggle for the soul of the ANC, Mangaung up to Nasrec. In Nasrec, some of us see Tata as a capitalist victory in South Africa. Sesiyayibona futhi ney'nqumo ezithathwayo post Nasrec administration ukuthi lezo y'nqumo zijabulisa i-white monopoly capital, futhi lezo y'nqumo zithathwa ubuholi obunganankinga ne-capitalism. Lezo y'nqumo zihlukumeza i-majority of the members of the ANC nomphakathi, ngoba abanye bethu we joined the ANC so that izosilekelela ekubuyiseni, 1, umhlaba nomnotho wawo, 2, because i-capitalism siphilile ngaphansi kwayo under apartheid capitalism, sase sifuna enye into other than capitalism. Yingakho abanye bethu sasicula lezi ngoma sithi i-socialism thina sobuya nayo oskokele tambo, because we wanted a change. We wanted a total eradication of capitalism. Ngoba capitalism is immoral. Its end products are unmeasurable sufferings of the poor majority, reflected in unemployment and poverty. So sihlukene phakathi singamalunga ka-ANC. Singamalunga ka-ANC afisa ukuthi kubuye umhlaba nomnotho, bese sinikwa another system of production ekungeyona i-capitalism. It is correct, therefore, that the ANC preaches about a mixed economic society, mixed economy, which is what I said before, reflected in the economic theories that are now implemented by Singapore and Vietnam. That's why I've also said it is mixed economy is a balance of economic growth and economic development. I-branch ye-ANC kuzomela ihlale phansi njengoba ngangishilo, izihlaziye lezi zi-theories ezikhuluma nge-economic growth. Uma i-emphasis kahulumeni wethu ilokuthi economic growth isho ukuthini? Uma uhulumeni wethu engayiphuthi ingcindezi yokuthi ne-economic development ibe a-part of i-theory ye-economics, then we have a problem. And what does it mean? So, comrade, it is very critical to understand that if sikhuluma nge-radical economic transformation, do we understand that the character of the ANC might not be a good platform for us upon which we can launch radical economic transformation? Ngobani na? Radical economic transformation is an economic concept. It is not a code for looting. It is a code of ensuring that abantu abamnyama abayi-majority eSouth Africa, they equally participate emnothweni wabo, ezweni labo, bazuze nabo ngokufana. Capitalism, by its very nature, is a code for looting. People are looting, using white-collar crime, looting our resources, looting our land, ngoba befuna ukubenefita. Capitalism is founded on greed, and greed is looting. So as radical economic forces, we need to sit down and understand, sihlaziye i-ANC, ngoba this struggle for the soul of the ANC is the struggle for numbers. The struggle for the soul of the ANC is continuous and it is vicious. If we cannot analyze the ANC as the ANC and analyze our desire for radical economic transformation, because u-two-stage theory ku-ANC uhlukene kabili. Kunalo two-stage theory ka-ANC okhuluma nge-capitalism to imperialism, okhuluma ngo-socialism to communism. Bese kuthi because i-ANC is a nationalist organization, ikhulume ngokuthi how do we move from political freedom to economic freedom. Yahlala phansi i-ANC yahlaziya yathi the duty of taking us forward lies on the Communist Party. The Communist Party, after political freedom, it will then move us to economic freedom. Unfortunately, asisenayo i-Communist Party eSouth Africa because i-Communist Party isithathwe imali ye-white monopoly capital. Baze bamemezela ukuthi bazovotela a billionaire, a capitalist, because bona as the Communist Party abasona isitha se-capitalism. That is the first disaster. Angikaze ngizwe i-Communist Party ikhuluma kanjalo. I-Communist Party ayinabudlelwane namakapitali ngoba amakapitali axhaphaza abasebenzi, axhaphaza umphakathi, axhaphaza the poor majority. There is no way. These two are irreconcilable. Kodwa ngenxa yemali efakwe u-Anglo-American beyuzwa is-Save South Africa kaSipho Pitshana, i-Communist Party was bold enough to betray the struggle of the working class. They will never survive. They will never come back and try and convince us ukuthi they are here to liberate us economically. We are left with an option to reclaim the ANC from the capitalist victory of Nasrec and ensure that the ANC becomes not biased to the left, but becomes the left, so that it can fulfill the desires of our parents. If the Communist Party wishes to reclaim its dignity, it must rename itself and change leadership yayo. The Communist Party has betrayed us. Cosatu has betrayed us. Untshali la ekhona uyazi ukuthi benzani eNorthwest emhlanganweni bedayisa umzabalazo wabasebenzi. Angimazi ulala kanjani. Comrades, we must reclaim the victory of the poor, of the left in the ANC. By the ANC saying it is biased to the left, khona bazi ukuthi iyini i-ANC. Because to be biased to the left, it means you do favors for the left, but you are not left. What is the ANC? It is the question that the branches must sit down and ask and answer. One, is the ANC a capitalist organization? If not, what does it mean? The ANC, if it says it is biased to the left, it means it is not left. What is it? Two, is the ANC the correct platform upon which we can launch radical economic transformation? Comrades, asigcine lapho, sizoqhubeka next time. Amandla, aluta, continua, Vittoria sempre sta andare e certa. Thank you.